good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life, and I'm coming back to you guys. We had 72 hours with the Z Fold 3. Now, let's talk about what's been going on with this device, guys. I've been really getting into it, really liking it. I'm not gonna say love yet. I've been really liking it, really deciding to pick it up over all my other devices, guys. Something big happened yesterday. I actually guys, this device, for maybe the first 2 days, I was just setting it up off Wi-Fi because I really wasn't leaving out. I was chilling, I didn't have a SIM card in it. I was just basically getting it set up and just using Wi-Fi. So yesterday I had to leave out. I was gonna be gone for some time. I had some errands to run. I had some things to do, and I had to make a decision. What am I gonna carry with me? What am I carrying with me when I'm out in public? I definitely had to carry the Z Fold 3. I definitely felt like I could not leave the Z Fold 3 in the house. So what happened was I took the SIM card out of my Note 20 Ultra. And if you know me, you know that is big, guys. Took the SIM card out of my Note 20 Ultra and put it in my Z Fold 3. So we getting close to this thing is trying to really retire my Note 20 Ultra. I can't lie to you. It's starting to retire it, guys, because at first I didn't know how I was gonna like this form factor. First, let's just talk about this device in general, right? This is a piece of premium tech, and the reason I brought it to my channel was because last year I noticed the Z Fold 2. I was noticing that Z Fold 2 last year, how premium it was. I love a premium device with some heft to it that feels like a real piece of just premium technology. So I noticed that Z Fold 2, and I was like, man. And with the Note 9 coming out this year, no Z Fold 2, no LG, no HTC, it's kind of like, I'm not gonna say slim pickings, but the tech world is becoming kind of like, especially for I would say a YouTuber like me, because I don't go international. I'm dealing with all the devices that come out in the United States, and I'm kind of selective. So I was like, man, last year's Z Fold 2 was really nice, and the Z Fold 3 is coming, and there's no Note. So I decided to pick this up, and I was going to try it out. And I'm trying it out, and I'm starting to really get into it because, the front screen, it is not the perfect size, but you can get things done on the front screen. And whatever I'm getting done on the front screen is not that important. I don't have that much time on my phone, so it's not that big of a deal that the front screen is, I don't mind. It works. For what you try to do on the front screen, it works. Then when I get the chance, I call it a leisure device, guys. I really wouldn't compare this device to any other device. It's basically when you got time to really pull it out and really open it up and get into whatever you're getting into, this device makes me more productive. I've noticed that when I respond to emails, I'm much more detailed because I'm just more comfortable in the type of situation when I'm following up on things that I normally wouldn't follow up on, just because I just feel like using the device. I'm multitasking more, guys, on this device, and I'm communicating better with my fellow YouTubers. I'm catching up on more things that's happening on YouTube. I'm catching up because I become immersed in this device, and it's not like you can't sit there and be immersed in a device forever, but you can really be productive and see what's going on. Sometimes people say social media, things like that, not productive, but when you learning and you taking, you learning from things and you getting information, it's always productive, guys. So yeah, this form factor has kind of really grew on me. Like I said, I took the SIM card out the Note yesterday. I was going to travel in the public, so I said, listen, I gotta have this with me, just based off the floss factor. First of all, how slick it is, how slick it looks, how premium it looks, and it did catch, you know, people's eyes. I went and got my hair done, and people was like, "Oh, what's that? That's you know, that's different." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's the new foldable from Samsung." So, and I didn't want to carry another super huge phone, so I just decided to carry this device, and I carried my S21. I call it my little pocket rocket, just a small device, and it don't take up much room in your pants pocket. It's a lot to carry a Z Fold 3 and a Note. You know, this phone is, you know, when it's folded, it's smaller, but it's definitely got some thickness to it. It's definitely got some heaviness to it. So to carry both of these is it might be pure insanity, especially if you don't have a lot of pockets and stuff like that. So I just went ahead and took the SIM card out my Note, guys, and because I'm having a good time using this device, I only use the rear camera. People down the cameras on this device. I will say this: the under the display camera does take horrible pictures, but I watched the live stream yesterday. My man, shout out to him, Forbes Tech Reviews. Forbes, he was doing the live stream. I was watching. He was on the live stream. He live streamed from this camera behind the display. It didn't look that bad. It looked fairly decent. So for you, this is the perfect camera. This is better. It's way better video than it is picture quality. So you can basically, you know, I guess it's set up for your Zoom, your Google Duos, things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? And it does video. It looks way better when it does video. I was surprised. Everybody on the stream was surprised when he said he was live streaming using this camera under the display. And anyway, this camera on the front is better. This pinhole camera is better. But the best way to do it, guys, is to actually use your rear camera for a selfie. The rear cameras are they not the best cameras on the market, but they very decent. They can take some good quality pictures, guys. And you got this device gives you the opportunity to use this screen as a viewfinder and use these cameras. So why would I take a selfie with anything else other than the best cameras, the cameras on the back? No other device is affording you that, except for, like, I think it's a Xiaomi right now. There's no other devices affording you to be able to take a selfie with your rear cameras, guys. But like I said, man, it's growing on me. It made me take the SIM out my Note, and that was a big thing. So far, I'm just, you know, I'm really in like. I will say this: the battery life is a little it's concerning, but I don't really mind charging it. You know what I mean? I keep things around like this, guys. Before I even had this device, I keep things around like this. So, you know what I mean? You see how big I keep things around like this. So me and that battery life conversation is really not for me, guys. But 72 hours later, guys, the Z Fold 3 that made me take the SIM card out of my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. And it's really pulling me in. It's pulling me away from my Note, and it's kind of sad, guys. But this your man BG Tech Life, just checking in. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter, BG_Tech Life. It's your man BG. I'm out. Peace.